What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. The question of the day is, can XRP do a 100x from its current price of 53 cents per coin? And the answer to that, well, it's complicated, but let's just take a dive in and see if we can come up with a reasonable approximation of whether we can hit a 100x off of XRP. And first, we're going to check the price action. Now, the price action shows 53 cents right here, the number 6 token in the world. And really, we're comparing to Ethereum. Now, I know a lot of people want to compare it to Bitcoin, but let's take a step back here. Bitcoin is a store of value. Bitcoin does not have anything that functions or uses any sort of resource on it. So that means that the best approximation for XRP is going to be Ethereum. So let's go with Ethereum first of all, and let's say that if we get a good ruling from this young lady right here, the Honorable Judge Annalisa Torres, in the Ripple versus the SEC case, if we get a good result from that, then you are probably looking at a price action in the neighborhood of $5.30, because we still have a cap here. We should recognize that $250 billion is probably around or near the cap mentally for a lot of this that's happening right now, because XRP is basically 1/10 right now the market cap of Ethereum. So let's just give it that XRP upon this listing will start to run, and it could run as high as 10x at this point. Now that gives us 10, and we still got a lot of zeros to go. So let's take this a step further. So 1.4 billion trading volume on the day. What is XRP? For those of you that don't know, for those of you asking, XRP is a ledger, and here is the benefit of the ledger. The benefits of this include that it costs very, very, very little for a transaction. Now, this says right here, you can see it's 0.02 of a cent for every transaction. That's not exactly right, because we're talking about live, and live is just a little bit different. Maybe half a cent on bigger transactions, up to and including even more like 10 cents for a transaction, depending on the amount, right? But the speed, this is what matters the most. This has scalability up to 1,500 transactions per second, and it can handle a transaction in 3 to 5 seconds. So that reduces a lot of bottleneck and makes it perfect for adoption from credit card companies. Now, skipping on, the nodes that are currently existing around the world this is what it looks like right now. You can see there's mass adoption in Europe. You can see there's mass adoption in the United States, a little bit in different outlying regions, but generally speaking, we're at the forefront of what could potentially be the XRP takeover. Now, let's go over here, and I did some analysis over here. The average burn rate is 5,000 XRP per day. Now, some people have been saying 25,000 XRP per day. That number does not match up, right? But that would mean that this is a total of 1.8 million per day. Now, if that were the case, again, let's just assume that we're going to have at least a 10x on activity and on price action, then that would increase the burn to about 18.2 million per year. Now, off of an original supply, the original supply is 100 billion, but the circulating supply is now down to 51.7 billion. Does that register in the wheelhouse as something that would happen quickly? And the answer to that is a resounding no. But the other thing to consider is, once XRP mass adoption takes place, the amount of transactions really and effectively probably going to be a lot more than what we are seeing. Now, the important thing is it's going to take time. So the question is, can we get to 100x off of XRP? And the simple answer is, I don't think that without an enormous amount of time, I don't think that it's possible. However, a 10x should be easy. A 20x should be almost a slam dunk at this point. And anything above that should be recognized as pie in the sky for the moment. Now, that could change at any moment with a bigger burn rate, with something that changes in terms of volume. Remember, the mass adoption of a Visa or MasterCard or something along those lines changes everything dramatically at one moment. As of right now, you have to deal with the realism that mass adoption right there is not in existence. So until it is, we won't see that incredible amount of burn. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified. I wish I could say 100x is going to be an easy one, but we're just asking the question today. And I think maybe a 25x in 2 years is probably a more reasonable approximation of what's going to happen. And remember, I'm doing this based on the bull market, which will probably go up about 5x from where it is right now. So let's just say, you know what? Let's say 50. It's not financial advice. My name's Bleez. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again.
Check. Okay. Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the